the NBA right now. How has that center position evolved on both ends of the floor?
Well, it seems to me that increasingly, unless you're a shot maker from the perimeter, you can't find time on an NBA floor. So certainly they've become more perimeter oriented. The ability to at least make a mid-range jump shot helps the spacing on the floor. And then obviously on the defensive end, Kevin, the more valuable you are is based on can you switch and pick and roll situations, guard a variety of positions, say 3, 4, 5, and if necessary, in an absolute pickle, can you stay with a guard if you've got to switch a pick and roll between a big and a small?
Look at Cleveland's starting group. LeBron and Crowder, the tandem at forward. Rose is out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Love in at the pivot, manning the middle. The first one falls.
Well, Cavs coach Tyronn Lue grew up in the small town of Mexico, Missouri. He saw it all at a young age, good and bad.
He makes one of two that time. And Coach Tyronn Lue credits the influence of his hometown on teaching him how to live life.
All right, Kev. He says it taught him the things to do and the things not to do in life. He was straight as an arrow during his pro career. Never once got a technical in 11 years of playing. Quite remarkable.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Ariza against James. Ariza with the rebound. On defense, the Cavaliers. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
They drew a lot of fouls in that game, guys, and that was the one area that really stood out when you watched it.
When your key contributors sit the bench because of foul trouble, obviously that's a problem, and they got plenty of freebies from the charity stripe.
Now Rose after Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go. Crowder kicks to LeBron. And the rebound paying off as they pick up two on the second chance bucket right there.
But guys, don't you just love the activity LeBron is playing with on the offensive end? He's flying around this floor right now.
Anderson the screen. On the wing, Eric Gordon, covered by Smith. Pocket 6. And it's Gordon missing. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And it's James missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And here's Harden for 3. Second chance shot. And Capella with the layup. Capella's got his second basket of the night.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right, the effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
Crowder. Rockets with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's LeBron coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee. Crowder sets a screen for LeBron. Smith wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Ariza pass it to Gordon. To the inside from 11 feet away. Anderson's shot is off. Cavaliers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. The Rockets have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Ariza with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Harden's shot is off. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Smith. That one's not going to go. Gordon with the defensive effort. Pass to Ariza. Gordon against Smith. Gordon dishes to Ariza. Another miss by Houston. Cavaliers trailing. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, I was able to talk with Mike D'Antoni for just a minute. This is the first meeting of the season between these teams, and he stressed to his guys the need to rely on their instincts at the offensive end. He said, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses without forcing things. If we keep doing that, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if they can keep that up tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. So if their coach is right, their success today will depend on how well they shoot the ball.
And they're going to have to work hard at the offensive end to make that happen. Strong player movement and ball movement will be key.
Well, exactly, because you can have the most dangerous shooters in the league, but if they're not sharing the basketball, it doesn't do you any good.
And LeBron James gets it to go. James has got his third bucket of the night.
Boy, when James is operating on the block like there, it's a thing of beauty. How far has his interior game come since he entered the league?
Now, here's Ariza. A 14-point game for him in the win against Utah.
Well, I'll tell you, for a long time, the reputation of J.R. Smith, not ideal. But, a little bit of poor decision-making, unfocused defensively. He's really matured. He's gotten better on and off the court.
And J.R. Smith, a natural offensive. But Doris's defense has come a long way, too.
Amazing what winning titles can do. You start to appreciate what it takes to be successful. And you go back to his offense, though. A very good three-point shooter, even under great defensive pressure.
And the free throw is good, now leading by one.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
Rose hits them both.
And Cavaliers fans have to be pleased with what the team got in exchange for Kyrie Irving. An all-star in Isaiah Thomas, a two-way starter in Crowder, and some talent for the future. I think they did well.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. It's hauled in by LeBron. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Smith outside. LeBron James on the wing. Trains the three-pointer. LeBron's got 9.
And the Cavs stuck to their guns in the trade negotiation. They wanted that 2018 draft pick, which is coming from the Nets. You never know what happens with LeBron this upcoming offseason. They got talent and depth to win now, but also a plan B if they need to rebuild.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And really, since moving over to the point guard spot, Harden has been unstoppable. Just a nightly triple-double threat.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Harden. Doris, you ended a very successful college career a few years before professional women's basketball was fully established. How much do you wish you could have had a chance to go pro and play in what is now the WNBA?
How about this, Kev? The last 10 minutes of my senior season, the last 10 minutes of my final game, I blow out my knee. Otherwise, I would have gone to either Sweden or Ireland to play professionally. But sure, of course I wish the WNBA was formed. It came 10 years after my graduation in 1987. Oh, what could have been.
Yeah. And Doris is thriving, right? I mean, there is such a following for the WNBA.
Last year's finals may be the most competitive in history. It's really grown leaps and bounds.
So fun to watch.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Screen by Capella. Gordon kicks to Capella. Pass to Harden. Jacks up a three, and he's good on the three ball. Harden's got 7.
And with Harden, it's pick your poison. Not only a tenacious penetrator, but also a consistent threat from three-point.
Love against Capella. The kick out to Rose. Love with the screen on Harden. Here's Rose. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Gordon with it. 20 points for him last game against Utah. Rose against Harden. Kicks it out to Ariza. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 6 points for Ariza.
And another lead change. The fans are really getting their money's worth here tonight.
Well, this is what they pay to see, right? Competitive, close games are simply the best to be involved in.
Now here's Love. Another key contributor in that nice win against Milwaukee.
Well, nice job from Kevin Love in the mid-range, right? I mean, this is his best look. He has no problem knocking it down.
Here's Gordon. They trail by 1. Kicks it to Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
Outside Rose. It's a pick by Love. Shoots from the line. That doesn't go either for Rose.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
Gordon gets to Ariza. Back to Gordon. Anderson the screen. Pass to Ariza. Trying his luck deep. Rebound Love. Love's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Love with the screen on Ariza. Here's James. No good on that one. And it's Houston the other way. Ariza outside. Kicks it out to Harden. Up again. Rebound Love.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Smith the pass to James. Love with the screen for LeBron. Back to Smith. It's good from long range. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's JR's specialty right there. The defense can't let him have a shot. I don't care what kind of range he's in.
Harden against Smith. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. 2 teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
For the Rockets, Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And Bahamute comes in for Ryan Anderson. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Trevor Ariza. And then for Cleveland, Green, he's checked in for Crowder. Korver comes in for James. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Smith. Now here's Wade. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. Yep, that one goes in there. Wade's got his first bucket of the night.
And you got to like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
Here's Nene. Last game we saw him score 13 over Love. Rebound by Rose.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the 2-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
Now here's Wade. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Good on the bucket.
Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
Rockets trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's stolen by Wade. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Lays it up and banks it in. Wade's got his second basket.
Just lackluster transition D. That is just too easy.
Oh, come on, you got to put up at least a little bit of a fight, right? He simply ran down the court and goes right to the cup.
The Rockets shooting just 35% to start the game. 32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Gordon with it. Picked up by Love. Here is Mbamute. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Korver sets the screen for Rose. Korver dishes to Wade. Over Gordon. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
You love that they're making the offense work, right? Making every single thing they try to do hard.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden and Gordon teaming up in the backcourt. Luke Mbamute out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Nene in at center. Now here's Korver. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver. Here's Gordon. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Well, P.J. Tucker, the classic combo forward, right? He played power forward at Texas, but at 6'6", he had to add the perimeter game to be successful in the NBA.
Now, here is Harden. Here's Nene. And easy 2 points on the layup. Nene's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Rockets. Wade outside. Love with the screen for Wade. Over Harden. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. 6 points for Dwayne Wade. Rockets trail by 5. And Tucker Doris has played most of his NBA career at small forward, but he is strong.
Yeah, and I think the value is he can guard 4 positions, Kev. No problem sliding back to the power forward, especially in today's game. A lot of skilled 4s in the league, so he can guard all of those guys.
Shumpert a screen on Mbamute. Green with a screen for Wade. Now here's Shumpert. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And they concentrated a lot on creating open looks from beyond the arc. Player movement, finding space on the perimeter, that was their #1 priority.
Rockets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Nene with the screen on Wade. Here's Harden. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Well, across the board last season, James Harden, Greg, saw his numbers jump through the roof, but he showed improvement both in his defensive engagement as well as his rebounding. Not something that a lot of us saw coming.
Yeah, that's a good point. And with Harden, I think the rebounding is the really surprising number. Went from being an average rebounding guard to a great one the last few seasons. He's been showing more of a dedication to all aspects of the game.
And it's tied up with that one. The Cavaliers shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Wade outside. Love inside. Nene on him. Love, no good. For Houston, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Houston Rockets, one of the most explosive scoring teams in the league. Defense has been a shortcoming in the past. Coach Mike D'Antoni said, we have some good individual defenders. If the rest of them just try, well, that's the plan. Kevin?
Offense is what the Rockets are all about, D.A. You know that. Coach D'Antoni definitely focuses on this part of the game more than defense. Now, here's Green. Korver trying to free himself up. And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Wade.
And look, if he gets it that low, he's going to hurt you.
Right. You can't be surprised when he burns you. The defense must force him out of the paint.
Here's Nene. Harden outside. Stolen by Wade. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. And he comes up with the deuce. And it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
And just a commendable effort from Shumpert, taking that right into the teeth of the defense. Tenacious, strong player who is good at drawing contact.
Now, here's Tucker. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 5 to shoot. Harden. Love grabs the board. Love's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Korver kicks to Wade. Outside Shumpert. He feeds it to Korver. Outside, Green. Cleveland moving it around. Wade outside. It's a pick by Love. And the wide open shot from Green. A 3-pointer, no good. Rockets trail by 4. The putback. The rebound by Jeff Green. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Wade outside. Here's the dish to Green. He kicks it to Love. The feed to Korver. Outside Shumpert. Fires the 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. Shumpert's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, just a ray of sunshine, enough for Shumpert to rise and fire and knock down the jumper.
Harden kicks to Gordon. Out to the wing. Harden outside. He dishes it to Gordon. Nene setting the pick for Gordon. Houston gets it back. Here is Harden. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Nene kicks it to Tucker. Nene, the screen. Here's the floater. To end the run, feeds to Tucker. Harden with room to shoot. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
Wade against Harden. Outside Korver, and the pass to Shumpert. Dishes to Wade. From deep 3-point range, and Mbamute pulls it in. Rockets trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
On the wing, Gordon. Guarded by Korver. Basket counts.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down. And Eric Gordon has long been noted as a terrific shooter, but I felt like he was able to display just how great he can be last season. Had that green light whenever he was on the floor and really near the top of the league in terms of threes attempted and made.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Anderson comes in for Mba'amoute. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for P.J. Tucker. And for Gordon, he's been a great catch-and-shoot player in the past, Greg. The difference last season was the improvement in his pull-up three.
And there is a world of difference between shooting a three off the pass as opposed to off the dribble. The pull-up threes are what make players like Steph Curry so hard to guard. And when Gordon added that to his game, I think it helped his overall ability to score the basketball.
Here's Gordon following the basket by LeBron James. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, they're having a tough time containing Harden here tonight. No surprise there.
And here are the Cavaliers now. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Now here's LeBron. 11 points in the game. And here we go. Ariza heading to the hoop. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly. And how about the career progression of Trevor Ariza? He came into this league somewhat as an energy player who, obviously could attack the rim. Now he's one of those guys who's primarily a 3-and-D component. Shooting 2.
No good on that one. For Ariza, his first few years in the NBA, over half his shots came within a few feet of the rim. Greg, now over 2/3 of his shots are from beyond the arc.
And that's just how it goes for some players in the NBA. Ariza still, he has some bursts to finish at the rim, but has turned himself into a deep threat, and he's always been a presence with his defense as well.
And he sinks the second. For Cleveland, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Green with a screen on Anderson. Outside, Green. Kicks it out to LeBron. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Rose. Rose has got his second basket of the night.
You can see the athleticism and toughness. Rose becoming exponentially more dangerous the closer he gets to the rim.
Here's Harden. A shot off that time. Good work defensively by Crowder. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. LeBron passes to Rose. Back to James. 6 to shoot. Out to Smith from outside the arc. That shot off the mark. And Houston the other wing. Harden dishes to Gordon. Screen by Capella. Gordon kicks to Harden. Another miss by Harden.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Outside, Green. They set the pick. On the wing, James. Second chance shot. Smith for 3. Good, and the assist goes to James. 6 points for J.R. Smith.
And really, Smith is always looking to fire as soon as he touches the ball. The D has to be more aware of that quick trigger.
Gordon kicks to Anderson. And here's Harden for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Harden's got 12 points now in the quarter.
I'll say he's doing everything scoring-wise this period to try to keep them in it.
Smith kicks to Green. Green, the screen. LeBron outside. Crowder sets a screen for James. Shoots off the screen. Bounces high off the rim and drops. James has got 13.
Well, LeBron's going to put in work from the mid-range if you start to give him that kind of space.
Gordon, the pass to Harden. James against Ariza. Pass to Capella. Fires from the wing. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Pushing it up. It's stolen by Ariza. And here's Harden. 24 points for him. Anderson dishes to Capella. Count that one. He has 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
A minute 42 left to play in the first half. Green kicks to Rose. Over Harden. That's short off the rim. Rockets trail by 3. Ariza outside. Passes it to Anderson. Kicks it out to Ariza. And another 3 for Houston.
Yeah, I like that decision there. Didn't try to do too much, just kicked it out for the open jumper.
Green, the screen. And 1:01 left in the second quarter. There's the pick. Here's Crowder. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Don't you love the way Jay Crowder slashes into the teeth of the defense? Superb at penetrating towards the cup.
Now Capella. He's got 6, and they take the lead. Harden's got 27.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Rose passes to James. Over Ariza. It's rebounded by Houston. Ariza's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gordon with no one around. And another 3 for Houston.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Rose with the ball. He had 10 points in the win against Milwaukee. James right side. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
Welcome
Show.
back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 27 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. When does this guy cool off? I mean, he's been stringing together multiple monster games lately. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, they were lighting it up from 3, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. These guys should be starting, Ernie.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
Check it out. Welcome back to the Toyota Center, everyone. That's a look at our broadcast location tonight here in downtown Houston, Texas. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. And it's the Rockets with the ball. They lead by 4. And last year, one of the bigger surprises in the NBA, the Houston Rockets.
And remember, absent Dwight Howard, a lot of people thought maybe they're going to take a step back. And in the year where several other super teams in the league kind of took a step forward, the Rockets were able to hold their own. The team has a system that works, and they have bought into it. And top to bottom, they've been making smart decisions.
On the court for Cleveland, Smith is the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Jay Crowder out there with Kevin Love. And it's Rose in at the 1.
Clearly a foul. And watching James Harden, the amount of shots he is able to create for himself and his teammates, he just does so much from his position that is unrivaled. One of the greatest offensive threats, not only today, but really of the last decade.
And the first one drops. And for Harden, he's been in the conversation, Greg, for MVP for several years. The way he's able to just carry an offense with his creativity garners attention.
And Kevin, I think he might have won it last year if it wasn't for the amazing season put in by Russell Westbrook. Don't count Harden out, though. He's such a unique talent on offense. Maybe this will be his year to bring home that MVP award.
We have a number of young teams in the league, Doris, with a lot of talent, but not many wins, still in the process of learning how to win. What can a coach do to keep them confident and inspire them through the tough times, the growing pains?
You know, Kev, I think one thing you always hear coaches talk about is the process, and you can't skip steps. And so I think if you throw yourself into trying to get better every single day, and I would say look no further than Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, who started their careers on an Oklahoma City team that barely broke double-digit wins in the NBA, but both were diligent, both kept to the course, and both continued to work hard. And now you've got 2 guys who really are MVP-level kind of guys.
And don't you see the stair step, too, for a guy like Kawhi Leonard, who every year picks up something different to do to enhance his overall game?
You know, that's a great point. The Spurs would tell you they built his game brick by brick.
Kicks it to Capella. Gordon for 3. Rebound, Love. Love's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Looking to get back on track here. The shot, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
And he gets the bucket. And it's an 8-point Rocket lead.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Outside Rose, pass to LeBron. And it goes down 2 points. James has got 15.
And that's his style right there. That's his game. He plays it as well as anyone. And when we get to crunch time, that's when he's at his best.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing. And if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great. And
at the NBA right now, how has that center position evolved on both ends of the floor?
Well, it seems to me that increasingly, unless you're a shot maker from the perimeter, you can't find time on an NBA floor. So certainly they've become more perimeter oriented. The ability to at least make a mid-range jump shot helps the spacing on the floor. And then obviously on the defensive end, Kevin, the more valuable you are is based on can you switch and pick and roll situations, guard a variety of positions, say 3, 4, 5, and if necessary, in an absolute pickle, can you stay with a guard if you've got to switch a pick and roll between a big and a small?
Look at Cleveland's starting group. LeBron and Crowder, the tandem at forward. Rose is out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Love in at the pivot, manning the middle. The first one falls.
Well, Cavs coach Tyronn Lue grew up in the small town of Mexico, Missouri. He saw it all at a young age, good and bad.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And Coach Tyronn Lue credits the influence of his hometown on teaching him how to live life.
All right, Kev, he says it taught him the things to do and the things not to do in life. He was straight as an arrow during his pro career, never once got it technical in 11 years of playing. Quite remarkable.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Ariza against James. Ariza with the rebound. On defense, the Cavaliers. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
They drew a lot of fouls in that game, guys, and that was the one area that really stood out when you watched it.
When your key contributors sit the bench because of foul trouble, obviously that's a problem, and they got plenty of freebies from the charity stripe.
Now Rose, after Eric Gordon's three-pointer that didn't go. Crowder kicks to LeBron. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Boy, guys, don't you just love the activity LeBron is playing with on the offensive end? He's flying around this floor right now.
Anderson the screen. On the wing, Eric Gordon, covered by Smith. Lock at 6. And it's Gordon missing. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And it's James missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And here's Harden for 3. Second chance shot. And Capella with the layup. Capella's got his second basket of the night.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right, the effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
Crowder. Rockets with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's LeBron, coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee. Crowder sets a screen for LeBron. Smith wide open, he fires. And the 3 off target. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from in the third quarter. There's the feed to Wade. LeBron against Mbamute. Over Mbamute. Out to Shumpert. It's a pick by Love. Here's the floater. And Shumpert finishes inside. Shumpert's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, if Shumpert gets you to hesitate just a second as a defender, that's all he needs to get to the rack.
Tucker dishes to Gordon. Nene, the screen. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Houston with another.
You like how he uses his height there.
No, exactly. I mean, you're talking about surveying the defense and cashing in with the gorgeous mid-range.
James kicks to Love. Now the dish to Wade. There's the pick. Feeds to Shumpert. Wade against Harden. Here's Love. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
Gordon, the pass to Nene. Gordon, a screen. Nene dishes to Harden. And Tucker has it in the corner. Nene, the screen. Off the screen. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got his 5th rebound in this one. Korver, good.
You simply cannot give Kyle Korver any daylight, Kevin. Come on now. If he's dribbling it and ready to pull up, look out.
Here's Tucker. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Screen by Bahamute. Here's Gordon. It's rebounded by Cleveland. LeBron's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Love with the screen on Harden. And here's Wade. 6 points for him. Over Harden. And Shumpert kicks to Wade. It's a pick by Love. They set the pick, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And that's true. The officials used to be pretty lenient on those, but not anymore.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for LeBron. Nene, the screen. Harden with it. Wade picks him up. Now the pass to Gordon. Back to Nene. Kicks it out to Gordon. 3-pointer. The shot missing. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
Struggling to make shots this quarter and making it hard to catch up.
The offensive rebound. Shots good by Green.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Gordon with the screen for Harden. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Harden's got 35.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Dishes it to Green. It's a pick by Love. Outside, Green. Now Shumpert. 7 points in the game. Stolen by Nene. Now, here's Tucker. T right on him. Over Shumpert. Tucker can't get it to go.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And one thing that is quite clear with the Rockets in terms of their approach is their shot selection. They prefer easy layups or threes. Very rarely will you see them play that in-between game.
Green, the screen. Here's Shumpert. Green, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Nene, the screen. Tucker, the pass to Harden. Nene setting the pick for Harden. In the corner, it's Gordon. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Cleveland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Love with the screen on Harden. Wade kicks to Love. And Bahamute against Green. Green missing again. The Rockets trail. The 3 from Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. It's a pick by Love. And Jeff Green again. Green's got 6 in the quarter. The Rockets shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. Harden kicks it to Tucker. He dishes it to Nene. Gordon a screen. Nene the pass to Harden. Shoots over Korver. Harden's shot is off. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting well, 52% in the third. They came to play offensively in the second half. 16 feet away. They get the rebound. Not going to go that time.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Great D that time from Love.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
It's a tie game here in Houston. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. Rose with the ball. Anderson is down low with Capella. Luke Mbamute out there with Gordon. And it's Ariza in at the 3-side. That's the 5 for Houston right now. The Rockets shooting 40% from the field. Wade against Mbamute. He kicks it to Capella. Pass to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Crowder. Looks a big high bounce and goes in. Anderson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Houston. Green, the screen. They set the pick. Outside Crowder. Wade against Anderson. No good from Wade. Houston in the lead. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Capella dishes to Mbamute. Pass to Ariza. Puts up a 3. Tries again. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Crowder's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's Rose. Kicks it to Wade. Over Mbamute. Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
And in a game this tight, a few plays either way can start to turn the tide.
No, exactly. When it's this close, both teams are fighting hard. This is what you want to see.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here is Rose. Outside Crowder. Wade outside. Green kicks to Wade. Shoots it up. And it's off the back rim. No good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Gordon. And it's Wade with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way.
Pass to Smith. Green, the screen. Rose kicks to Crowder to take the lead. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Ariza. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. A chance here to get a quick injury report. And let's get an update on James Harden's injury. David, any news there?
Well, Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Rockets. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. The season is still very young, but that is bad news to get at any point of the year. We'll see how the team responds without him, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Well, and barring any of those setbacks, Greg, I wouldn't be surprised to see him back ahead of the schedule they've laid out for him.
Green in the post. Capella covering. Green kicks to Crowder. Cleveland moving it around. They need this one. Crowder with another miss.
The defense lost him there, and he should have made him pay.
To the middle. Here's Capella. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Rose. He feeds it to Crowder. Shoots over Capella, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Well, so quick off the pass. I mean, Crowder timing that shot perfectly, staying one step ahead of the defense.
And Mbamute with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. And Mbamute the pass to Gordon. Screen by Capella. Green against Gordon. Again, the miss by Gordon. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And here's Wade. Smith sets the pick for Rose. Here's Wade. Lays it up off the glass. Now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Screen by Capella. And Mbamute kicks to Capella. Rose against Gordon. Outside Ariza. It's stolen by Green. Now Cleveland moving it up. Rose has capped the ball. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Nailed from three-point land. Crowder's got 5 points now this quarter.
Kevin, the vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
And Mbamute kicks to Capella. Gordon against Green. Here is Mbamute. They get it back. Capella. The feed to Ariza. Gordon kicks to Ariza. At the top of the key, Capella. Screen by Mbamute. Gordon against Green. To halt the run, here's Capella. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
Huge play on the offensive glass there to get more second chance points. He's only getting more physical as this game wears on.
This guy just feeds off that fourth quarter pressure in a tight game like this. That's when we can really see the kind of heart he plays with.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I'd like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
Now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Love.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
James Harden, he's checked in for Mbamute. Kevin Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. LeBron comes in for Dwayne Wade. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Thank you, David. Gordon a screen. And here's Harden for three. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
He needs to stop shooting the ball right now. This is hurting his team.
Good on the shot. And now a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Doesn't come as any surprise so far in this game that LeBron's stamp is all over it. Simply a dominant player.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Over in the corner, Rose. Smith outside. James kicks to Crowder. Gordon against Smith. Back to Crowder. Lets it go with a three. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. 14 points for Jay Crowder.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Gordon dishes to Capella. Gordon a screen. Harden against Rose. Houston moving it around. Anderson with the screen for Gordon. Shoots over Crowder. Not enough on that one as it misses.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Rose in the post, guarded by Harden. And it's Love missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Harden up top, covered by Smith. Kept alive.
And nothing fancy really about that play. That's just good old-fashioned hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
It's stolen by Capella. In the corner, it's Gordon. Buries the long-range jumper. Gordon's got 9 points now in just the second half.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Rose passes to LeBron. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. LeBron's got 4 this quarter.
Incredibly reliable as a scorer. He's always looking for ways to help the team succeed. It's happening again tonight.
Anderson the screen. Capella sets a screen for Harden. To the paint. Got that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Capella.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
I'll tell you, that's the killer instinct you need to have. You love the attacking mentality near the cup. I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
Here's Harden. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Harden's got 40 points.
And you got to enjoy watching Harden down low, doing whatever he wants in the paint.
Rose kicks to James. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. No good with the layup. Rockets trail by 5. Harden kicks to Gordon. Screen by Capella. There's a screen. Rocket 6. Capella with a screen on Smith. Gordon. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Wade, he's checked in for Smith. Cleveland leading by 5. Wade dishes to Rose. Puts it up from 12. LeBron with another miss. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Again, the miss by Gordon.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Ariza.
Love is usually lights out from the charity stripe. Just possesses a nice stroke from there.
gentlemen, two shots. Blue shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're down by 7. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Gordon from outside. Here's Capella. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, second chance points can come from extreme effort on the offensive glass. Case in point there.
Rose passes to Love. Outside Crowder. Back to Love. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Wade. It's rebounded by Houston. Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 5. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And whatever play they run has to be quick.
No time to waste. They have to score fast and then foul quickly.
And he's just putting the team on his back when he's needed most.
Don't you just love to see that confidence when taking these big shots?
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Well, guys, that'll seal it for sure, right? Terrific job keeping his concentration and knocking those down.
Ariza no luck. Wade outside, and so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had